Yes, I'm here again, and for today's video we are going over the topic of polarization over the languages of English, German, Polish, Russian and Persian. So, first of all, in the English language that we are speaking right now, polarizing is such a simple thing. You take most of the nouns and just add is at the end, and now it is polarized. Like vocal, let me say, vocal, vocals, doctor, doctors, and you have some exception as well, like child and children. I don't think there's any need to elaborate further because we already speaking the English language and we are already the audience of from English countries, probably. I don't know. But we get to German. Here where it gets a little bit interesting. So in German, you don't add s. You mostly add the sounds a or n or on at the end of the sentences. There's different ways and there's more exceptions. Like there's the word arts. Arts mean a doctor, and the word, or it could be arts or artsin or sim for female doctor. It depends on the gender of the doctor. And then you have the word erz, se. That is doctors. That's how you polarize the noun doctor, else. Or more simpler, you have like the word Schwester, which means sister. You add in Schwestern. Now it is polarized. Or you have the word old. It means a place that you hang out, the place that you go, a place that you visit. That kind of a place. Old. And then old. Now it is polarized. See, there's different ways to polarize and there's more exceptions. But still, it's kind of simple. It's mostly with the sound A and the sound N that is it polarized. When it get the sound N, it's kind of becomes similar with Farsi, because they have words like بزرگ بزرگان، نمیدونم خواهر خواهران، برادر برادران, and you see it is polarized with the sound N at the end, just like Persian. So what we have in Polish and Russian is the same thing again. Not the same thing, I mean they are similar because both Polish and Russian are Slavic languages. So you see, in the Slavic languages, I don't know about South Slavic languages, which is like the Serbian language or Bosnian language or Slovenian language. I know about Eastern and Western Slavic languages. In Eastern and Western Slavic languages, the way to polarize a noun is to add the sound E. It's kind of crazy. Let's see. Like for example, in Russian, the word for neighbor is sosed, and the word for a female neighbor is sosedka. There is distinction between them. And when you want to polarize the word neighbor into neighbors, like a bunch of male neighbors, you would say society. Society? Probably. Something like that. Society. Or you have the noun sister, which means sister, easy, sister. You polarize it like this, siustri. You see, it's mostly get the sound E at the end in order to be polarized. Polarization in the Slavic languages are kind of harder because there is way more exception even compared to German language. You see, it's not sistra, it doesn't turn to sistri, it turns to siustri. You see, the ye sound turns to u sound. And there's another thing that makes it hard. In the instrumental, no, not the instrumental. In the genitive case. In the genitive case for female nouns, the us mostly in the Slavic languages, female nouns has ya or a sound in it. The a or ya ending turns to e, soft e, and hard e in genitive case. So you have the word sistri. It's kind of similar to siustri, but actually it's not siustri. It's sistri in genitive case. Or you have the word mommy, which is the genitive case mama. It is the genitive case of mama. And there is hard end, soft ending, and hard ending. You pronounce this hard ending as E, and it's really easy. This is a little bit troublesome, you know? You kind of pronounce it like like m, v. You don't pronounce this as me, you pronounce this as me. You don't pronounce this as v, you pronounce it as v. And so, Sistra is a really interesting example. Let's get to the Polish language. In Polish language, in order to say sister, you say siustra. Like this, siustra. It's not sistra, it's siustra. And when you want to pluralize it, you say siustri. And now it is polarized. The thing here is that it's kind of making me crazy because I'm learning Russian and Polish at the same time because, you know, the Ukrainian language has some similarities with Polish language and has some similarities with Russian language. It uses Cyrillic alphabet but it actually grammatically more similar to Polish language. It has 7 cases. It does not omit the verb to be in present tense because in Russian you omit the verb to be in present tense. So you don't, when you want to say like I'm a doctor, you just simply say your doctor. Your doctor. There is no to be verbs here. But in Polish, when you want to say I'm a doctor, you say ja jestem doctor. You use the jest, the verb to be. You do not omit to be. And in Ukrainian, it's the same thing. You do not omit the to be verb. But in Russian, you omit the to be verb. However, when I'm done with Russian and Polish, I will be easily able to ace Ukrainian because those similarities from Polish and Russian matches each other with like pieces of puzzle, and hopefully I will be able to learn Ukrainian under 1 year and ace the Slavic language. Northern Slavic language, not the southern ones. Those ones are crazy. However, I'm learning them at the same time, and in Polish, when you want to say sister as a singular, as in singular form, you say siustra. And siustra in singular form of its Polish kind of sounds like siustri, which is the plural form in Russian. You see, it's got siu. This is also got siu. And this is also got siu. And siustri exactly matches the siustri, which is the plural of Russian. But the singular of Russian sister is sistra. It doesn't have the siu sound at the first. So kind of learning them at the same time makes you crazy. However, let's get to Persian. Persian, easy. So fucking easy. Just like English. You know, sometimes, actually English is easier compared to Persian in the topic of pluralization. Sometimes I see a lot of videos or a lot of complaints on the internet on the matter of that the English language is so hard. Why should we keep English language as an international language? I want Turkish to be international language. I want for Persian to be. I want Turkish, Chinese, Indian. Shut the fuck up. Be thankful. Be fucking thankful that the English language is the international language. Because imagine the fact that you have to learn Russian, or German, or fucking Arabic, or fucking Chinese, or fucking German. Those languages are so fucking harder compared to English. I'm sorry for my bad tongue and my language that I'm using right now, but I'm fucking furious. Because these fucking unmerciful people do not understand what a favor the British did colonizing our countries. Anyway. English is not my mother tongue. Let's get to Persian, which is my mother tongue, by the way. In Persian, it is still really easy to pluralize a noun. You have the noun khahar, which means sister, and you have the noun baladar, which means brother. Similarity. It is from the same family. Of course, you would find similarity. There is two ways actually to pluralize this. You would say khahar ha. You just add ha at the end. Khahar ha. You add the sound ha at the end. It is pluralized. It means sisters. You add the sound baladar ha at the end. Now it means brother. There is a more poetic way, a more formal way, a more older way, kind of. I don't know. I'm not a language expert in Farsi. I'm just a random, normal person. You would add the sound on. Now it is kind of similar to German. It ends with n. So it would be برادران, خواهران. And it's more poetic and it's more original to say it like this, more Persian like, you know. So there's two ways. You could say خواهرها, خواهران, برادرها, برادران. And there is exceptions as well. So you see, for a long time, Iran was under Arabic rule, and the Arabic language had a really big part into changing the Persian language. So you have the noun kitab, which is actually just the Arabic word. It's the same thing. It's kitab in Arabic as well. Kitab means book. Kitab means book. In Arabic or in Farsi, I think in Indonesian it also means book. It's got into Indonesian as well. However, there is a couple of ways to, pluralize this verb. You could say kitab ha, the simplest way possible, the way that I recommend it to you. If you use ha, you sound natural, you make no mistake, and it's so fucking easy. Just add the ha at the end, and you could pluralize every noun. There might be exceptions, I don't know, but I'm just saying you. And you could add on, but here's the thing: since this noun is originally Arabic noun, it kind of sounds unnatural to say kitaban. It is unnatural to say kitaban. Actually, you say kutub in order to pluralize this noun. We would say kutub, and kutub is the Arabic way of pluralization. And kitab is not the only noun in Farsi that has Arabic verbs, Arabic ways of pluralization. So yes, Persian language is such an interesting language. I don't know why. I recently started studying my own language, my own mother tongue, and Persian language is just such an interesting language. It's beautiful. And somehow my brain have turned to English. I talk English in my head. I make English videos on YouTube. I watch English movies, videos, and whatever content. And my brain have turned English, and as before my brain turned English as an Iranian, every other language that heard, like I heard Arabic music, I heard Turkish music, English, German, Russian, Japanese, every other language that I heard, it sounded beautiful to my ear. It sounded like really beautiful. Now that my brain, I don't know how to explain it. I didn't study English. English spawned in my head. Now that my brain have spawned in English and turned to English, the English music doesn't doing that thing, that doesn't tickle my brain like how it did in the back. Right now, mostly Slavic music doing that thing to my brain, because I have no clue what they say, and it just sounds so fucking beautiful, and it is indeed really beautiful. So yes, don't get like me. Don't be like me ever. You become crazy. Get a life for real. Get a life. Get a family. Talk to girls. Go outside. Socialize. I'm telling you. I know I'm not doing these things that I'm saying, but for the matter of fact, I know not doing these things that I'm saying is not any better for you. So please, don't be like me. And yes, that was it. I hope it was helpful. I thought it was fun. It was fun for me. I found a way to make videos and have fun as well, because I fucking love learning languages. I don't know. I have decided that my ultimate goal will be, learning most of the Indo-European language and become some kind of expert in it, and then have studies on older languages, ancient languages, and do nerdy stuff like that. I want to become a nerd. Yeah, that's the thing. Anyway, thank you for watching the video, and that's it. Goodbye.